Greetings, everybody. It is Thursday night, December 18th, and it's not the weekend, but I wanted to get this early weekend trader edition out because I'm going to be tied up this weekend. Also, will be away from my home trading office much of Christmas week. I'll be trading remotely quite a bit, and I'm going to kind of consider this to be my preliminary year-end reflection email and talk about. Lots of things going on at this end. Many of you realize that I've been spending the last several months, I don't say retooling, but re-energizing my own trading business, and it's now all coming to fruition in terms of some of the things that I've stumbled across that are wonderfully fitting into the mold that I have had for years as a trader, and also addressing some issues I've had with my own trading. So I'm going to just do this stream of consciousness, if you will, because there's so much going on. I probably should have had some notes written down here. But talk first about the Twitter tweets that I did today. I don't normally post trade sequences live, and I mentioned in today's post that I will never post any trade sequence without a live entry. There's just too much baloney going on with people posting exits without ever telling you when they get in. Yeah, I mean, I can do that too. But if I ever do narrate in those rare times, there's good reason I feel, and it's live. And you also may know that one of the tools I've been working with lately is a wonderful charting mechanism put out by Charlie Cochran and Peter Nanis. Excuse me if my voice is a little weak tonight. I've been up all night, as many of you know, trading one of those bonanzas for the year, and basically doing this on no sleep. But Charlie and Peter have just got this outstanding charting platform where you can have the chart set only for size and block trading. And you'll notice this afternoon, I think it was, what time was it? 3, it was probably before that. It was mid-afternoon. Let me get my chart out here. Just bear with me for a second. It was about 2:30 Eastern, 2:30 p.m., where several things were happening and converging, if you will, to provide extremely high probability. One was a general price support, but within that context of 5, 15-minute, price swing lows, there was a screaming indicator that was coming out that size was going in, and once that started to move up, confirmed everything that had been setting up, and so I tweeted out there. Let's see. 7 hours ago, large ES traders, size traders go green, 1432. So there's 232. Stop swing low 2037 within reason. And that just, it's the first time I've done this in a while in terms of tweeting, but I had time to do that, and I thought it was important as much to inform you of the software that Peter and Charlie have. I'm not here to sell or anything like that, but it is a window that I've added onto my trading screen where I can see that, and I don't have to interpret time and sales, and I have to interpret all this other stuff. It's there in a chart. The background flashes, and it provides outstanding entry and management guidance. And so that was really clear. I'll post a shot of that in the piece here. So anyway, that's going on. So that part of my trading is certainly solidifying. In terms of again, I'm getting a little older now, 53, and the hand-eye coordination isn't quite as it used to be. And I've got other distractions as well in terms of businesses. So that's helpful. I am still sub-optimizing, and as I get into my year-end resolutions here, I got to work at that. Another trap that I've fallen into recently, and I wrote Linda Ratchke and Damon Pavlitos an email tonight, basically saying that for some reason I got a little bit tunnel vision into the price ladder, the dome, and it's very clear in terms of my exits. And if you're a smaller size trader, by the way, you're probably really struggling with that because you have to stand in line, the queue, and all that kind of stuff if you're trying to get out on the wholesale side. And I mean, make your orders market to the extent possible. But if you have that little hitch in your swing, and I've had a major hitch in my swing this year, where I've gotten too micro focused. I've taken my domes completely off my screen. I've taken some pretty drastic action today, essentially, and I now have trading from the charts only. And as I told Linda, it's like taking a pack of cigarettes away from a smoker. I've been so ingrained into the dome for 15 plus years that, as I told her, this old dog stared so closely at his doggy dish, meaning the dome, that I kept face planting in it. And so I've removed that now, and so a photon application certainly has a much improved trading from the charts mechanism. I know other software features do as well, or vendors as well. So I'm taking that action as well, which is a big step for me. I'm still missing the forest for the trees a little bit, being a short-term trader. Keep in mind, my intent as a trader is to trade small, get a field clip, and then be there heavy for the moves, and in terms of both size and duration to the extent possible. And I got to do a lot better on that. So that's something else I'm working on at this end going into the new year. So I wanted to share those updates with you. I need to continue to ramp up my focus and execution. And there have been far too many times this year and in this last week where I mentioned, I think in the last note, that I had the dentist appointment, or not dentist appointment, what was it, doctor's appointment, that just killed me. And then remember, I had a stress test this Monday, which was also going to be a challenge. And I said I'd kind of talk through that as well. And that actually went okay, but still kind of got me out of a rhythm. And by the way, stress test passed with flying colors. My heart plumbing, artery plumbing is 100% clean from what I can tell based on that test. Although it's funny because I told him that treadmill I can do 15 minutes easily. I'm doing 20 now, and I didn't realize how quickly they ramp up both the slope and the pace, because I want to get your heart pumping as quickly as possible. And by 9 minutes I said, stop, you got to shut this off. But they got enough of a test to say that everything was looking well. But anyway, there have been too many times when I've not been focused, and you look at the last several days of opportunity, and Lord knows it's not always going to be like this, but you've got to be there, you've got to be focused, and it's something that I've got to work on. So as my year comes to an end and my 2015 is beginning, I'm nicely aligned in terms of where I want to be with my trading and my focus and my platforms. My approach has never changed, but what I have now is I've got, I'll call it helpers. I've got some tools now that can compensate for the hand-eye mental coordination, which it's tough to keep that up all the time, and certainly as we age. Going from the dome to charts. So we're going to see how this goes, but it's action I felt was very much needed. As nice as that trade was this afternoon, and I of course continued to tweet in terms of trying to walk you through the sequence. A little bit later after that initial post, +8 scale, trail to 40, and then there was another one here somewhere, trail raise to 42, will exit rest in a further spike or close, and close the position, trailing at 45, and then flat at 48 for +10. And obviously we know we get the moonshot late in the day, which I did not take advantage of, and lesson learned, because that was my intent. The plan is one thing, but sticking to it is another thing. I'm very excited about this coming year, and I hope that you folks are too. We all have an opportunity here to reflect on the last year of our life, and certainly our trading business, and it's time to tweak where necessary. I think I've said before that we were all here living and breathing. We're all still alive. We all still have an opportunity. Let's make the best of this. Let's make the best of this collectively. I want to thank, there's too many people to thank in terms of helping me through the last several years and helping me get to this point as some alarm goes off here. um, obviously Charlie Cochran, Peter Nanis, uh, Lynn Ratchkey, Damon, the gang at Future Path. Um, the Twitter environment that I've kind of got a little niche with in terms of following. It's there's a lot of garbage out there, but there's some gems. There's some gems, and if you can, um, if you're interested in being involved in a community, uh, and it's nice because you can follow the people you want to follow, but don't let it interfere with your trading. As I said the other day, then I think it's a great tool for that, and kind of better than all the chat room type stuff in the past. So that's kind of where I'm at heading into the year. I'm not at all pleased with my trading this year, but the good news is we have an opportunity here in 2015 to be our best, to do things that we've never done before, um, and to just three-line break indicators, um, and just have at it. Again, I can thank other people too. AWAS, appreciate your patience with me. I know I've been harsh at times, and it's all within the interest of love and the interest of trying to make this industry as good as possible. Um, I have a lot of things I need to clean up at my end in my trading, and I'm going to use 2015 as an opportunity uh, to really do some good things. Um, anyway, I wanted to kind of talk through today's sequence where I'm at in the post. Again, I'll post a clip of the shot that I was talking about earlier, and just ask all of you to have a great Christmas season. Remember what's most important in life. If you're disappointed in anything that happened this year, then that's pointing you in some direction to fix it. And I'm not going to get all spiritual on you here. Try not to, but I did read a great devotional today that was just tremendously timed. It's always interesting because when things they just seem to be screaming at you. And the one today for December 18th was when you're plagued with a persistent problem, one that goes on, view it as a rich opportunity. An ongoing problem is like a tutor who's always by your side. The learning possibilities are limited only by your willingness to be teachable. In faith, thank me for your problem. Ask me to open your eyes and heart to all that I am accomplishing through this difficulty. Um, and it goes on just a little bit more. It was very, very helpful, timely for me after some disappointing days and trade sequences and wondering why I wasn't completely in sync. I'm making some steps now. Again, by many people's standards, I should have nothing to complain about. I do very well, but I'm not where I would like to be. So I am thrilled for the coming year. A quick reminder: we've got our jelly class, the only one scheduled for 2015 during the first week in February. Please, if you're interested, Don at donmillereducation.com. I guarantee for the small group that will be there, and it's usually a small intentionally, that you will. It's my objective to give you far more value than any participant tuition, and something that'll last a lifetime. But ultimately, it's going to be what you do with it, just like it's what I do with what I have. So enough of the commercial, but a reminder that that's there. I'll probably be posting infrequently. Twitter, Miller Don. I'll post occasionally. God bless you all. Have a great year end. Have a wonderful holiday season, and let's go at this in 2015. I want to have this virtual trading community support network, and it may not be in a room necessarily because I don't think that's the best way to go. But all these pieces are kind of coming together really nicely, and we've got a community built, connections. Going to continue working with the people at Inside Edge, Charlie and Peter. And oh, by the way, Stage 5 Trading, another shout out to them in terms of Max. Spent some time with them going over their charts. A lot of good stuff there too. That I'm going to have an account opened there as well to get some more diversification. I think the charting platform there is outstanding, just outstanding, and those guys deserve kudos. So the whole team, Trader 71, FT 71. And Anthony, who's been helping me out there and all that. So anyway, too many things to go around. Again, have a great year end, folks. If you didn't trade optimally the last couple of days, you're still kicking, breathing. Learn from it. Use it as an opportunity. learning use it as a tutor, and let's be good collectively going into next year. God bless you, and I'll be back as often as I can, and follow me on Twitter if you'd like. Take care.